What's happening? So yeah, I just wanted to make a video just on general stuff. I'm not going to get into anything specific, but me and Vinny have been going super hard since I got here, and I haven't really slowed down at all until just recently. And I don't want to get into like specifics, but we are changing and we are growing. And a lot of this growth is not easy, and it's not pain-free. And in fact, that's usually never the case. It's usually pretty painful and humbling, and that's how you learn. A lot of defeats will teach somebody how to win. Not everybody is growing, and that's just how it is. And there's a lot of people that can look at growth and study it and know what it looks like. Like, well, if I was to try hard, then it would go something like this: X, Y, and Z. But who's actually putting in the effort? And I posted something last night. It was a quote from some author, like, perspective precedes right action, and right action follows right perception. Ultimately, for you to be motivated and to stay motivated, it's going to have to be a deep-rooted belief. And the deep-rooted belief can't be in your family or your friends. It's got to be within you, or else again you're going to lose motivation. And I'm thankful and I'm blessed to be healthy and to be in the where I am today in Las Vegas, chasing my dreams. I got a nice house, and I'm so blessed. Look, there's a fire pit right here. This is all the pool. There's a lounge pool right over there. Like, there's a 30-person hot tub, a couple TVs, ping pong, grills. There's grills over there, and like, we got this through hard work and dedication. That's why we have these things. Like, the mind is the root, and then the body will follow. The same goes for, like, if you work hard, you'll get money, and those things will manifest. Just changing, and you finally, like, I'm the type of person who can hold on to things and people and ideas. And I think everybody is like this, especially if I'm like this, because I can recognize fairly easy what the next steps are going to be, and I take action. Again, if you have the right perspective, hey, I believe that I can be a great fighter. And so, I wake up every day and I carry that, and I am that now. I am a great fighter now. And it will become manifest, and people will get to see how good I've gotten here soon. Been working really hard to establish myself financially. My boy Vinny went and got a job and is making more money than I am in fucking heartbeat, and he's doing really well. And he's had to sacrifice some jiu-jitsu, which he loves, and I love jiu-jitsu and I love martial arts. I love all my martial arts. But our train is right on schedule. All systems go. Okay? There's something to be said about discipline. You know, like, okay, well, we're gonna eat right, and we're not gonna drink, and we're not gonna smoke, and we're gonna work out every day, and you know, eventually, in the beginning, you have to discipline yourself to get the ball rolling, and it's harder in the beginning, but once you do, after a while, that's just who you are. Like, it doesn't really take much discipline for me to work out every day. I just that's what I do. I work out, you know, and you know, like today will be the 5th double this week that I've worked. The 5th double this week. You know, so the threshold has grown. I remember when I was working at the Pancake House and I was working at Soho and I was trying to save money to come out here and make all these things happen, you know? And like, you know, I was really trying to be self-motivated and self-disciplined, you know? Every day, I would wake up early, I would go into the first job, the Pancake House, and no matter how I was feeling, you know, early, serve, get down to like 2 something, take that money, that little bit of cash I got, drive straight to the bank, deposit it in the bank, on the way home, get home, change clothes, or you know, I would go run hills in between. You know, I didn't have to be to Soho until 5, and I would go run hills in between, and then I would come, hurry up, come home, shower, and go to Soho. You know, but running those hills, it wasn't so much about the physicality. It was about strengthening myself mentally. You know, and everything that you do and everything that you work on will help you for when you try to work on something else. You know, it's like cross training, but it's cross training for the will. It's cross training for the mind more so than it is for the body, you know. The body's just a reflection of hard work done. You know, my point is, you know, I'm very thankful and I'm very blessed, and I'm glad that, you know, I can finally see things for what they are. You know, I was in a relationship, and I didn't know if I was hindering the relationship or if the relationship was hindering me, and it turns out that the relationship was hindering me, and that's okay though. I don't think people necessarily have like the most evil intentions, but they definitely don't have the best ones for themselves or other people, you know. Again, this is trained. Most people aren't training a damn thing. They're not really training, you know. You have to train. You have to practice. You know, a doctor has a practice. I've been a doctor for 20 years, and throughout my practice of being a doctor and coming up with these things, then I've discovered this. I really like this. I really don't like this. You know, I really disagree with this and this. But these things can only be developed through training. You know, lessons can only be learned by experiencing. And I think most people are really just not experiencing anything much different. They're gonna go to their job, their bank account is fine. They don't have to worry about their house. They can easily pay their mortgage, and so they keep the hamster wheel spinning, and they're like, well, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, you know, but based on who, based on society, or based on some internal knowing of who you really are and what you're really capable of, which if you haven't been in contact with what your capabilities are, and your strengths and weaknesses, your vices, and your everything about you, like, what do you really enjoy, and these were things that I was working on years ago. Now we're down the rabbit hole, now we're down the rabbit hole. I'm gonna get this promotion very soon. I know I've been saying this, but there's steps here, there's steps here, and if God is pumping the brakes on my promotion, it's for a reason. I don't need to know what that reason is, but all I need to do is trust in God and keep working. That's all I need to do, and that's all that I've done. And trust and believe. So just chilling. But it's not too late, and you don't have to tell everybody, like, hey, I've always wanted to be an artist, and I sometimes I'll when I'm really stressed out, I'll paint, and I love painting so much. I wish I just had time. I just don't have time, like, and that's what most people's excuses will be. But if you really love something, you'll create time, you'll make time, and if you don't make time, you don't really love it, and you don't really care, and that's all there is to it. The people who really want something in life, they will have it. It doesn't matter how long or whatever it takes, as long as it's by righteous means, and not manipulating, and not deceiving, and not controlling, and not being envious, and not having jealousy. These are all lower traits. You gotta understand. I'm one of those power players, and most people don't realize that this is going on, that this is a spiritual battle going on inside of themselves, between good and evil. They don't realize that. They have no clue what discipline is. They never developed that, so they never can start going up Jacob's ladder, But for me, I am, and I'm wielding great power, and I recognize when people are playing the lower game, and when they're trying to drain you of your energy, and when they're trying to bootstrap to you, because although they claim to have insight, they don't, and they know that you do, and so they just want to attach onto you, so that way they don't get left behind in the darkness. But everybody has to go it alone. You have to do your own work. I'll end with this. Most people think that they're working hard. You guys have no clue about hard work. Most people think that they have fought the good fight. Most people don't know a shit about fighting. Okay? So I would suggest that you pinpoint your weaknesses, and that you work extremely hard to the point of collapse, physical collapse. Don't even worry about anything else. Go to the gym, pick one exercise, and do that exercise until you can't do it anymore. You don't even have to go to the gym. You can go outside and do burpees. If you don't know how to do burpees, go on YouTube and look up how to do burpees, and just only do burpees. And be real with yourself. Be real with yourself. When you get tired, you can quit, or you can keep going. But you're only gonna get the benefit as far as you go. So you might as well go all the way. people are living in an illusion. People are living in a fantasy reality. And in real fighting, there's no fucking time for stuff like that, you know? This is why, you know, this is what I think will be my gift, is being able to relate my martial arts and my fighting and the wisdom that I've gained from that, and give real wisdom to people in life. Like, now you acting like a bitch, you need to suck it up and work harder, you know? And if you take offense to that, you're supposed to. It's supposed to spark something. It's supposed to initiate something, some type of emotion, to where you're pissed, you know? And you're just angry that I even called you a bitch, and now you're gonna do something about it, you know? Because the truth is, I don't care how people perceive me. I don't care how I come off. I don't care how I come across. You know, that's my type of, that's who I am. That's who I am, you know. I'm willing to listen to everyone and give everybody a fair chance. But best believe I'm gonna sniff bullshit out and fear a mile away, you know. And I think people get upset because their normal game that works with other people just doesn't work with me, you know. And I'm smiling at them like, what? You're full of shit. You know that, and I know that. So, you know, again, don't even worry about anything else. Only worry about yourself and what you can do to get better and overcome your weaknesses and break through boundaries, personal boundaries. Again, because I know y'all already forgot. Don't worry about anything else. Only worry about yourself. I said that 10 seconds ago and y'all forgot already. Like I'm playing. I'm telling you, there's levels to this shit. You guys are gonna see here real soon, man. There's levels. Y'all are gonna see. I love you. God bless you. Stay tuned.